We've got a few more problems that we're going to use the quadratic formula on, and on this particular page, example 3 and example 4, if you'll notice, there are no directions that indicate to solve by factoring because these are not factorable. So we're going to have to use the quadratic formula. So let's get it in our standard form. So I've got 2x squared minus 6x plus 1 equals 0. So b squared minus 4ac. So I've got negative 6 quantity squared minus 4 times a times c. See, that'd be 36, and that would be 8, and 36 minus 8, that would give me 28. 28 is not a perfect square, so I'm going to have 2 irrational solutions. Solve by quadratic formula. X equals negative b. If b is negative, you always need parentheses in both locations where b is. Plus or minus square root of 28 all over 2 times 2. So cleanup time. So I've got 6 plus or minus 28 does contain a perfect square. There's one more thing I can do to simplify this. I can factor out a 2 in the numerator. So my simplified answer would be that. We're going to go find the decimal representation. We're going to check it on the graphing calculator. Now we're going to find what our decimal answers are. We'll round to, say, 4 decimal places. I'll go plus route, I'll go minus route. Because this is a binomial, I need it in parentheses. Whoops, get rid of that. Divide by 2. So 2.8229. The only difference is the signs. So if you'll do second enter, cursor back in, change that to subtraction. You don't have to cursor out, just press enter. So 0.1771. Alright, now let's go to y equals. Type in your equation. Ask it to graph. It should hit the x-axis in 2 places. This one looks like around 0, so my left bound I'll use -1, right bound I'll use 1. So second trace for 0, -1, 1. And let's see if we get that value. Yep, there it is. So the next one, it looks like it's between 2 and 4. So second trace for calc menu, number 2, type in 2, type in 4, and don't guess. And there's that one. So we did check it by the calculator. So I'm going to put a big check there. Next example. Got to get it in the correct form. So that'd be a -6x minus 1. I'm going to send all of them over to the right-hand side. I like my a value to be positive. So now the discriminant. We're going to have 2 irrational solutions. So my curve will hit the x-axis twice. So x equals -b plus or minus square root of 32 all over 2 times 1. I'm going to simplify 32. It has 16 times 2, So negative 6 plus or minus square root 16 times 2 over 2. Now since 2 can go into those evenly, I don't have to worry about factoring. So 2 into negative 6 would be a negative 3, plus or minus 2 into 4 would be give me 2 square root of 2. So I'm saying that's my answer. Now that's exact. Now checking it on the graphing calculator, I'm going to do it a different way again. But you've seen it. You have seen it. So let me put in x squared plus 6x plus 1. And I'll ask it to graph. Now what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to go to second trace for the calc menu, value, and I'm going to type this in. Negative 3 plus 2 square root of 2. And let's see if it gives me a 0. There's my 0. So that's my one of the values, round to the 4th decimal place. We'll go get the other one. And when you do second trace for the calc menu for the value, you don't have to do it again. That's the only time you don't. So let's do the negative route. So negative 3 minus 2 shift square root of 2. And see if we get a 0 there. Yep. So negative 5.8284. So it did check, and we checked it actually with the exact answer. So that's it for this particular part. You've got some problems you need to do. Thank you.